woof, woof. Hello. Good morning. You guys are really friendly today. I'm really friendly today. Good morning, everyone. Hi. I did, Gloria. I did. Thank you for telling me or saying that to remind me. Oh, so for anybody who's been following my journey with my cancer, I got a scare back in September. I remember it very clearly because my doctor called me on a Sunday and said, "Oh dear, we got your scans and we need to change course very quickly. And I think we're going to have to do chemotherapy." And then she mentioned that she saw something on my back that looked like was in my spinal cord and coming out from the vertebrae. And so I ended up doing like a emergency MRI of my spine, and she got a different doctor involved, Dr. Kim, and he wanted to do yet another scan because he felt like there were things that he saw that they didn't know what it was. Okay, so at that point, it was like, all right, I know you're excited. They were assuming that it was cancer that had spread to my spine, which would not have been a good thing, obviously. And also, I mean, I do have some spots on my liver, so it wasn't a wasted effort because the chemo is attacking those, and she's very hopeful, which I told you last week. No, maybe I didn't tell you last week, but my cancer marker. So they take your blood and then they look for these things. They're like specific cancer cells, and they measure them. And over the last year and a half, mine was going up, 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 almost to like 2,000. And the last time I had my scans done and my blood checked for those, they had come down more than half. So that was the first bit of good news. And then I had a virtual appointment with Dr. Kim, and he said, "You know what? This is great news, but this great news that I tell you that you don't have cancer in your back, on your spine, in your brain." So I am gonna chalk that up to the grace of God, and also to all of the prayers, because I know so many people have very generously given their time to pray for me, and I do know that sometimes miracles happen, and the doctors don't have an explanation for it. I think Dr. Kim was like, "Yeah, it's not there. I don't see anything." It's really good news. I think he was pretty excited, and I know the power of prayer. So I will definitely always thank you and God for bringing me through this battle. Yeah, it's super, super, super good news. Now, that doesn't mean that I am done with my treatments. I still have 2 more chemo treatments. We're trying to get rid of those spots on the liver. But as I mentioned to my doctors, I feel terrific. I did not feel that good in September when that news came out. I had terrible, terrible back pain. So the news that I got was like, yeah, confirming my back pain. But it's so weird because it's gone away, and I am doing really well. I still get my physical therapy, although I'm at the place where I think physically I'm doing really well, so they're going to probably stop coming to see me every week. But nurses and doctors, and so I'm thankful for them as well. So thank you, everyone who lifted me up in prayer and or just sent positive thoughts or something. You don't realize how much I appreciate it and how happy I am. And I'm looking forward to next year. I said to my family, I'm like, this has been a really tough year for me. I can't say that it was my year. And so I'm looking forward to 2024 where I can grow my hair back and also be here for you all. I do feel like I have found my purpose in this part of my life. I don't want to say it like my whole life, because I think one of the purposes was raising a child with autism, and I agree with that. But for me, I just feel like paper has always been a part of my world, and paper crafting, and I'm so thankful to have established this group of people who feel the same way, and they come and they have developed a wonderful community that you guys all know. It's such a great community. So good morning to everybody. Sorry, I took a little time to talk. This morning is Friday. It's gonna be our Freebie Friday. I was thinking about Thanksgiving, but I'm starting to think Christmas. So next week, when we come back on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we'll be doing some Christmas things. But today, because it's Freebie Friday, I was looking at, I actually watched a video about people who were making, like planning Thanksgiving dinner at, like from food from the Dollar Tree or from Walmart. And I thought, you know, I think Thanksgiving has always been fairly inexpensive, but there's been a lot of inflation as well, and I don't think we're going to see a lot of those lost leader turkeys and everything. And I was thinking about those people that, you know, they just don't have a whole lot of money to, you know, in their budget to craft. And I am so thankful for designers that have given us free things to craft. And there are two today that I wanted to show you. And I'm going to show you also two products from one company, if that makes sense. So the first company that I'm going to show you is Dreaming Tree, which you guys know. I really love this company. I love that they have a lot of free files. You can find them at 3dsvg.com. Now, I mean, they also sell their files as well. And so what I've noticed, you probably noticed too, but when they come out with something new, they always have a complimentary free SVG file to go with it. So recently they came up with these boxes of Santa, reindeer, and an elf, which is their free gift. It's a little different. The free gift is different from the free files, okay? And so they came out with these adorable little tree tags, which are great. But because Thanksgiving is looming over us, I went looking for free Thanksgiving items. So I'm just going through the free files, and there are quite a few. And I found this. Not sure what's going on. Okay, I think I might be back. All right, here. So here is the Tipsy Turkey wine wrap. Okay, yes, I'm buffering. And then I was really surprised to find, and I didn't realize it was a free file, but I was really surprised to find this terrific Gobble Gobble card, which I just love this style of turkey. It's just so cute with the little hat on. And this is the Gobble Gobble. And so these are free, and all you need to do is go to 3dsvg.com and add them to your cart. You do need to like go through the process of, so for instance, you have to go through the process of purchasing, even though it doesn't cost anything. So yesterday I went through and purchased all the free files that I didn't even know were there. He must have slipped in eventually. So I went and got all of those. So then when I'm ready, I can go to my account, which is up in the top right hand version, and I can go then down here to downloadable projects. And you will see here are all the projects that I've ever ordered. But it also includes the $0 things as well. So if you can't find the file that you purchased or you put in your, you purchased, come here to downloadable products. And then from here, you can download. This is something, honestly, that I just love only because the folks over at Dreamy Tree have so many files and I'm constantly buying them, and I have a hard time keeping up with all the files, because what you do after you've downloaded them is you have to make sure that you've got it here. See, in here we've got all this is my downloads. Look at all these downloads I have. I mean, a ton of downloads. So what we're going to do is in our design space, we're going to have to upload the pieces to design space in order to do that. So once you've actually been through the process of ordering, you're going to then go to upload, which is over here. Okay. Now the difference being from this designer, 3dsvg.com, versus some of the other designers is you have to upload each individual color. So here's an example of, I'm not really sure what this is. It looks to me like it is the Winter Cottage that I uploaded. And so each individual one, that is a pain in the neck. I will give you that. It's really not easy. They do have some software that I purchased, but I still haven't tried out, so I don't want to show you that. But basically, you need to bring in all of the pieces. Now, how do you know which pieces there are? So inside the file that you downloaded, the free file that you downloaded, you're going to get this. It's a PDF of all of the colors and all of the elements that you're going to upload into Design Space. So I always print this. This is part of the download that you did. So you can see here, let's have a look at, let's see if we can find Gobble Gobble card. So here's Gobble Gobble card. And so right here is a PDF. If you have a printer, or if you don't have a printer, you can open this up on your computer and just have a look at it if you don't want to waste the paper and print this. I get so many, I get so many printouts a month because I do that instant ink. So I usually will print these out, and then I sort them by category, so I take it to an extreme. And then, so we're going to do that for the Gobble Gobble card. We're going to also do that for that Tipsy turkey. But before I moved on, I wanted to show you this. So I'm full of all this news. So remember last week, our friends over at SVG Cuts put on a turkey Thanksgiving like tableau box card that we did on Monday, and I wanted to alert you to this one. This is a Christmas tree box card that Mary at SVG Cuts has graciously, it's a $4 file that she's giving to us, but you do need to go and purchase it. And I say purchase, but it's $0, right? So you need to purchase it ahead of time before Sunday, okay? And we'll do this on Monday. It's a really cute box card, and it will be a nice introduction to us in terms of introduction to real all-out Christmas things, okay? So enough talking. Let's yeah, Gloria, I haven't figured that out. How to do the SVG merge. So today, just so you know, we're going to be working on these two files, and this one's called Tipsy turkey wine wrapper. I did not put this, I actually cut it off, but I wanted to show you how cute this is. And if you don't use it for a wine wrapper, don't overlook how adorable this guy is. And then, of course, here's our really great card, which, by the way, you could print something or use a text and put it on the inside of the card. So let's go ahead and go start with the card because it's just so cute, so cute. We'll leave it here. And again, this comes with this printout that tells me all of the things that I need to do. And here's a little tip for you. If you like to purchase at Michael's, the Spice Market paper pack that they often sell this time of year, a lot of the colors from that are in here. You only need, like, I think you'll need white and black and just a little tiny bit of white and black, and then this green for the card base. So let's have a look. Here is the envelope, which there are, I suppose, a couple of pieces here. So I folded this envelope. Now, you know me, I like to play around with size, and I really wanted to have this card be a 5x7, but I realized that the envelope, the way that it's set up, was too, it was so that I couldn't make the envelope and bigger so they could have a 5x7 inch card. So instead I left it here. It's like not quite 5x7. I'm looking at, it's like a little bit smaller than 5x7, but it's still adorable. So here is the piece we're going to put on here of the card. I just want to make sure I got the right side of the envelope. Yeah, this side. So I'm going to put it on this side right here. And normally I put the glue on the piece that I'm gluing down, but because this has a cutout, I'm putting the glue on here. So that, you know, you don't want to put the glue. I think that's a rookie mistake that some people have done. And just tell them when you're doing this kind of gluing, where you're doing the cutout, if you want to avoid this, like, but having it be all messed up there, you would put it on the piece that is getting glued, not the piece that you're gluing. Wait, the piece that is getting glued to? No, the piece that is gluing to versus the other. Oh, I don't know. I'm just full of all kinds of exciting and informational stuff today that, I don't know, I'm starting to have a little bit losing my words, I guess. All right, so I'm just closing up the envelope. Now I am going to put one of two of these bits, that, I guess, the buckle, and you'll notice that the buckle there's a buckle here, and then there's this buckle. I think it's because the envelope is optional. So, but I cut them out of the same color anyway. But I did note that this one's slightly different than that one. So let's have a look at what we got. We got this one and this one. So we're going to put this square on there. Let's save that. And to help me put this square on there, I'm going to show you a little trick, I guess. So I just need to figure out how I'm going to position this. I think this way. And I've got my little tweezers. Are these reverse tweezers? No, they're not reverse tweezers. I have to hold them closed. But I'm holding it in case you don't have something like this, which is called a quick stick. A lot of people have tweezers available, so they can put that on there. I put a little too much glue, so I'm going to use my my weeding tool to get rid of. So even if these are things that you normally use for vinyl, you can certainly find a paper, a thing to do if you are a paper crafter. All right, so here's the card base. Nothing really too exciting about this. We're going to put this on the inside because we can, and because it'd be great for putting a sentiment. Don't shy away from cutting out vinyl, and like a Happy Thanksgiving. I know Cricut offers a lot of free things like that, so don't shy away from that. And let's see. I'm just using double stick tape, plain old double stick tape. You can buy it at Dollar Tree. You can buy it like by the dozen at like Amazon. Or you could spend a whole lot of money and buy other It's just tape, you know? It's kind of like how I feel about glue. I mean, yeah, some people have their favorites, but it's not like you can't do it without, you know, plain old glue, right? Or even a glue stick. Glue sticks work, I guess. I haven't used them. I saw a lot of people using them not too long ago. All right, so this goes in here for you to either write or put your sentiment on. We can put this aside, and let's have a look at all the pieces we have left. Okay, so this is a pretty big piece. Let's see, it's gonna go like this, and this is where looking at the actual picture really does help. So you see this brown, and then I've got the yellow, and then I've got the orange, and I think that might be all for the big pieces of the feather. Well, there's this little part which is the body. So let's glue these together. I'm looking forward to Thanksgiving this year. My sister's boyfriend wants to cook, which is a hard thing for me to. He wants to cook the turkey and a ham. I'm like, there's 6 of us. Why do we need a turkey and a ham? But he apparently likes to cook, and he came last year with a ham. And so I can't say, you know, no. It's kind of nice that a guy wants to cook too. So I will do the pies, and my sister will help with all the vegetables and sides and things like that. And we'll have a lovely time, I'm sure. Also want to shout out to anybody that might be military, former or current active, or a spouse of a person, because tomorrow is Veterans Day. And oops, I might have put that on slightly wrong. Tomorrow's Veterans Day. I know I thought it was a holiday. I thought it was a federal holiday, but maybe it's not. Someone can correct me if they think I'm wrong, because I really don't know. I thought it was a federal holiday. Okay. So if you sometimes forget which piece, you know, which way the piece goes, like I just did with this brown, again, this printout is going to help you, because I'm going to go to page 2 and look at this printout. You see how this arm is rounded and this is cut off? So that's going to tell me that this is the way in which this piece needs to go on. So, so if you ever wonder, and I have, if it matters to you, I have done this many times where I've switched them over because I put them in my little box. And so I'm sorry, I was just reading Laura's comment about the federal governments are observing it today. Yeah, right. I know. And so observe today. And well, I had a friend that was a former Army Ranger. So for a while, he would go to like every single place that they serve. They've served free food. I'm sure he still does it. He was kind of like really into freebies. All right. So here you see, I'm just taking all these little pieces. And again, if I get lost, I'm going to check my pieces on my PDF that's given to me. But here we go. So I'm not going to put this right on here because I thought maybe I would pop dot it. So I'm going to put together most of this and then I'll turn it over and pop dot it. So let's put this together. Just a cute card. And if you just were into the turkey and wanted to make it to something else, maybe you're not into sending cards, you could certainly do that. Just take the turkey and make something, a little tableau or something. Or I think the tipsy one would be great, as if you're not into wine, would be great as what am I trying to say, as a as a place card holder. And so if, again, I'm not a wine drinker that much, or a drinker anyway, but Thanksgiving people always seem to come with wine, from what I understand. So like a bottle of wine. So okay, then this is a great way. And if you need to see how these are put together, or you missed something, or I didn't answer your question, do note that the Dreaming Tree folks always do a video. Leo always does a video of every I don't know how he does that, but every product that they sell, or even the freebies, always they do a video on it. And so there's a video on this one, I'm sure. I don't think he ever misses them. All right. Let's put this here. Okay. Also wanted to ask, because I was working on it yesterday, is the googly gobbler, the turkey, the 3D turkey, because I have to make that again this year. Now I've done it before, so I don't know if you guys want to see how it goes together, and or maybe I need to do a separate one, like on Saturday or something, or Sunday afternoon. So I kind of wanted to get from you what you thought, if you've already seen it. It's really a cute project, and I gave mine away. So I keep giving them away. I make them, and then someone comes in and they're like, oh, I love it. And so I give them away. So I wanted to make one for my house, but also I have these ladies that when I was really, really sick, these are local folks, but when I was really, really sick, that they helped me by taking me to, and encouraging me, first of all, because a couple of times I felt like, ew, I don't want to even get out of bed. And they were very, very encouraging. So I wanted to give them something. And I thought, ooh, this might be a nice thing to give them, this 3D version of this cute turkey. But so I kind of wanted to know from you guys. I mean, I'll just put them together myself, or maybe I should give you the video. I don't know. I don't have to place to put the goofy gobbler. I know. You come to hang out though? Okay. Now look, these eyes are really small, so they're easy to lose and also a little hard to place. So you will see there are these little pieces right here that you can line up the piece with, and I'm also going to use, and I'll show you this just so you know how to do this. You can put the glue on this side and then bring it around and put it exactly where it's supposed to go. You can use the back to sort of nudge it if you need to nudge it in place. Same goes for these pieces. You can put the glue here or you can put the glue here. I prefer to put it on the piece itself. And you just need tiny, tiny drops. All right. And watch it come to life when we add this eye. So amazing. Just so cute. Now with the tipsy one, the eyes are kind of funny because he's supposed to be tipsy. So when Leo put it together, he's rhinestones, the black rhinestones. But I'm going to use googly eyes because my friend Deborah, I'm not going to pronounce her name right, Deborah DeChecha, I think, who lives in Wakefield, one day came over and dropped off so many of these. I never ever need googly eyes again. I'll never need googly eyes again. I just thought that was so funny. She just came and she got all these different, and they come in different colors too, not just black. So I'm pop dotting the turkey so that it sort of stands out onto the card a little bit. And these are not pop darts. Obviously, this is just double-sided foam tape. And you can just go ahead and cut it to whatever you need it for. I don't even know where I got this one. I just tend to collect these foam things. And they do sell them at Dollar Tree. I know that. They sell a lot of things at Dollar Tree. Pretty amazed. And yeah. And hey, who doesn't need to save money right now? Oh my gosh, the cost of food is just astronomical. I don't know how people are doing it, you know. I'm on a fixed income myself, so I mean, I don't know how people are handling, you know, this has gone up, this has gone up, and I just worry about our seniors or people who are on a fixed income. How are they affording things like holidays? You know, they might, this isn't a question of they're not saving. It is a question entirely of they just can't afford it. So I don't know. I hope that politicians, at least the ones that care, know this is going on. And this year, our turkey drive is, there's in so much need because people just can't afford it. So there's a lot of people contributing to the turkey drive and things like that. Ooh, we're almost done. Let's do the top part here. I'm glad I put both of these together because it really, these are cute and but they come together really, really quickly. Cutting it out can be a little bit of a bear because there's a lot of colors, but here's our gobble gobble, which there's the exclamation point. So I am going to turn this over and put some glue on this. Again, the least amount of glue that you can handle. I do like having these precision tips. If you can't get your hands on a precision tip, honestly, what I would do is is I would probably put the glue on a little piece of paper, and then use something pointy to put the glue on there. So you can craft, even if you don't have a lot of money. If somebody gifted you a Cricut or something, there's a whole lot of stuff that you can do that doesn't cost much, or that is free, and that free is good. Who's ever said no to free? But I think what I love about the fact that these are free is that there's no loss of attention to detail. It's clearly a very well thought out project. So I think the folks over at Dreaming Tree, including Leo, Ron, Mike, and Diane. I think it's Diane. Diana. It's Diana. All right. And then this last piece, the smallest piece, is going to go right there. Let's put the glue on here first. And let's get this and just pick this up and place it in there. I feel a little bit, there was a book that came out probably 20 years ago, and it was called Nickel and Dimed. Really interesting book about how, we're getting, as far as the middle class. It was the idea of the whole, the billionaire class versus the rest of us, because that's kind of what's going on, right? The billionaire class versus the rest of us. Don't care how much money you make, you're not a billionaire, sort of thing. And I was just so heartened to see that several striking members of unions have won their negotiations, because now more than ever, I think unions are really important to speak to corporations, since corporations aren't people, they're corporations. Okay, sorry, don't want to get on a political high horse. All right, here we go. Gobble gobble, and done here. Isn't that adorable? So cute. And here is the envelope in which it goes. So adorable. Makeup sponges, yeah. You know what? Or Q-tips might work. There's a possibility. All right, so that's this one. I also want to point out that there are a number of other freebies that I've done from Dreaming Tree, and here are a few of them. Look at that. So this is like a little treat cup with a little, like a bushel basket. That was free. Here's something if you wanted to make, like if you were having Thanksgiving and you wanted to put your napkin in here. I'm not sure that a fabric napkin would go, but I think a paper napkin would definitely go. Yeah, no, maybe a fabric napkin, but also free. And then here's a place card. One of 3 here that I made last year, and it's just a little place card holder, also free. So don't be put off by people, oh, buy this and do that. There's a lot of cool stuff out there that doesn't cost a thing. Okay, so the Tipsy Turkey wine wrapper was one that I avoided. I don't know why. I guess because of the wine thing. But it comes with this bit here. Now, another thing to mention, and then here's this bit. A lot of these projects, the free ones especially, can be used on the Joy. I was going to show you this one with the Joy and then just show you how to cut this piece out. But my Joy area is super like laden with things. And so yeah, I didn't get a chance to clean that up. Now I did cut out quite a few of these, so I'm going to take the biggest pieces, which are this. There's a black piece, and you can ink all of these, by the way. You could just go ahead and ink them. I'm assuming this is the way that one goes. And you will see there are a lot of little pieces here, also, in addition to the bigger pieces. So let's have a look. I think I have 3 of these cut out, which would be great if I was drinking a lot of wine. Well, maybe I will have some wine. Hey, a little champagne wouldn't hurt either. I'm very excited. So, all right. So here we've got, so you can see, there are 2 basic pieces. This is the back. Now, I could have pop dotted this, and I think I will on going forward, but let's go ahead and just sort of put it together, and I'll show you what I mean. So this was a little bit hard when I first started putting it together, but then I saw sort of the method that they use to put it together, and I thought, aha, okay, I get it. So you'll see that each piece is cut out, so it's almost like a puzzle. So this one went here. Wait, this one, there's my orange, there's my yellow, and then here's my red. See how it fits right nice in there? There's red. And then we've got the orange pieces, and they are a little bit different. So I believe this one goes here. And then this one, which is slightly different, goes here. And then there's this yellow piece. Like that. Wouldn't this be fun to do with your littles? I think it would be fun to do with your littles, because there's a lot of gluing, and littles love to glue, right? So let's go ahead. You can ink these, by the way. I honestly, I try to avoid inking because I just never seem to get it right, which is kind of dumb. I should just practice it and get it right. So what we're going to do is just start gluing these. So I'm going to ask again because, so do you guys want a video of me? We don't have to do it. I can just do it on my own, but I don't know if anybody wants to see that 3D, the 3D turkey. It's really cute. I love making it. But I've done it before, so you could also just look up my old video, I guess. But anyway. I know, I don't ink very well. I don't ink very well either, Annette. So, but it is a fun technique, so there you go. All right, so we got the orange. Now we have to get this yellow piece in place. It's going to fit right there. Isn't that great? So let's do that. I also want to do a couple other 3D. This year I'm like all about 3D things. I don't know why, because those are usually the biggest projects. So I have a list. I want to do the church from Dreaming Tree. And then what's the next one? The church. Oh, I've got a winter cottage all cut out. And then a Frosty the Snowman, like kind of head. Like we've done before, the witch or the scarecrow, that head. I forgot that there was a Frosty the Snowman one, and I really like it, so I definitely need to cut that out and put it together. All right. And then there were these two pieces. And I don't know, does this go here? I want to just make sure I'm doing this right. So if this goes here, like, nope, it doesn't go there. This. There we go. So we're going to put this one here. Okay. And sometimes I just like to glue things. Sometimes I just like to cut things out. So I don't actually always start and say, oh, I'm going to make this start to finish. Like I go, what do I feel like doing today? Do I feel like gluing, putting something together, or do I not want to think about it? I just cut it out. I don't know if anybody else is. Or do you start your projects and finish them, or do you have like works in progress? Like if you were doing any other craft, like, oh, I've got to do that, and you cut it out and then you put it aside. The Winter Wonderland is one of those projects. I'm like, phew, I need a lot of time to go over that and to really get that straight. So, oh, isn't it cute? It's just the background piece. And then let's do the front piece with all of the details on it. So here is that. And we also need his little yellow feet. There are the feet. And then this. Am I doing this? Okay, the feet are maybe backwards. So here's the feet. Boop-a-doo. Here we go. And we're going to need a few other details. And there are some pretty small ones in here. Like here is this beak with the wattle. And then just the beak so you can see the wattle. Like that. And there's a hat. So there's a hat. And these are the eyes that go with it. Look at how funny. They're cut off there to give that illusion of being drunk, I guess, or tipsy. So I just thought, just a lot of attention to detail on a free file. And that's kind of a mark of somebody who's really wanting people to learn about their product, because they know an educated customer is probably their best customer, instead of someone who just sort of buys something once and doesn't return, I guess. Boy, I'm very philosophical today. What is going on? Anyway, do you guys do traditional Thanksgiving, or do you do just something small? We've always done a traditional Thanksgiving in my house, and with a sit down meal. A lot of people eat late, but we eat fairly early. We're not big football watchers, so we will watch like the Macy's Day Parade in the morning and that sort of thing. I had a friend who said that her favorite holiday, oops, I made a mistake because I was talking too much. Look, I shouldn't have put this on here. What happens when you make a mistake? Oh, well, you gotta see if the glue is completely dry. And in this case, it's not, so I'm going to try to lift it up to save that hat. And if I don't save it, I'll have to just cut it. I'll just cut it again, the hat, just that part. But I think I'm going to save it. Yep, I'm saving it. All right. This is supposed to go on here. And then the hat. Not paying attention, Rita. But we've also, and I'm not one to rush holidays, but jeepers, this year has been just so hard that I'm like, I cannot wait to put up my Christmas tree because it just makes me smile. I'm gonna re-glue. And so that's happening right at Thanksgiving. I used to like be like, nope, no Christmas until the day after Thanksgiving. But this year I'm like, you know what? I'm doing it. I'm doing it. All right. So here are the eyes. They're going to go there. I see they're a little, that one's a little cut off. And also we got the beak and with the wattle. What else do we have? Oh, then we'll put the hands on. Okay, so let's do the eyes. I didn't really mess up that bad. Okay, so we're gonna do the eyes. There we go. And let's get this beaky thing going. Now, even this piece will fit, it fits right under there, but we have to glue this part first. Mom did not have her program today, so she got to see, she calls it work. My mother goes to it like an adult day care, adult daycare. She really loves it. Most of the time. Yesterday she came home and she said, well, I was so upset somebody took my seat. And I thought, oh no, I hope this isn't going to be the end of her liking the program, because it's been a really good program for her. Okay, so they give you double of these wings in this color, or you cut 2 of them actually. Not they give you, but you cut 2. So let's put 1 down, and then the other one we will pop dot. This one goes here. And of course, Owen has the day off because they always give Veterans Day off, and they're observing it today. So, so my sister says it's not a federal holiday, which, is she wrong? I think she might be wrong. I thought that it was, you know, like Martin Luther King Day, that sort of thing. Okay, so looking for my pop dots. And I got to be careful with this because I don't want this tape to show through. Okay, so we got to cut this into little tiny pieces. Oh, even this is probably a little too big. All right, let's go ahead and cut that. You don't want it to show through, and sometimes, you know, see that one's showing through. So if that has happened to you, what I've done to fix that problem after I've got all the tape on here is I will use either my scissors or my this is my True Control knife, right? And I'm just gonna take that part off. See that? And that way it won't show through. It doesn't show through. All right, and then the last one of this piece, again, cutting. Okay. Sometimes I forget. So let's see how that works. 3 pieces would be fine. This shows through a little tiny bit. And you know, you don't have to do the foam tape. I like foam tape, but it's sort of a thing with like inking as well. Some people are like, it's too much work, there's too much going on in things. Whoops. Yikes. Since we're speaking about, you know, trying to be frugal, if you guys are not, if you don't have a Cricut, I would suggest, very much suggest, that you look at Michael's. I just think they always have the best Black Friday offers because they want to get you in the store, obviously. But you can order online and pick it up, and they've always had really good prices. And then I think that the Explore Air 2 and the original Joy will be heavily discounted. That's my theory, because they've come out with the Joy Extra. So you know, people are gonna be looking to buy new they've got the Overture, I think it's called, and that. So keep an eye out if you're looking for a new machine, and I think you'll be happy with that. Oh, there's my sister. All right, now let's find some Google Eyes. These are all different sizes, so I think this size, you know what I noticed though, is they have a little bit of static cling. So if I stuck my fingers in there, yep, that's going to do it. And so if I stuck my fingers in there, I would end up with all these googly eyes stuck to my hand. So I have to be very careful about it. All right, and now let's move the 2 off the table, and I'm going to just put a little glue right here. I couldn't not use Google Eyes in good conscience because I don't know. There are very few projects that I work on that require Google Eyes. All right, cute, right? Woohoo! And then if we wanted to, we could also pop out this. So let's try that just so you can see the all-out version of this. All right. Now, if you're going to put this on a wine bottle, and I did have to go back to check, if you are going to put this on the wine bottle, there are 2 additional pieces. Let's see, that should be enough. There are 2 additional pieces that you're going to need to play around with, and they are the wrap itself, and then the thing that this little character is attached to. I think I should have put some right there at the feet, but I didn't. Maybe I can do it later. Yeah, let's just do, we'll sneak a couple little pieces in there at the feet. How's that? We're so lucky to be able to do this and to have fun like this. I just, wow, just have a renewed interest in, you know, feeling, you know, grateful to be able to do this. I've never not felt grateful, but I understand it more. I don't know if that makes any sense, but all right, I'm having trouble with this. All right, here we go. Come on. Oh, well. Oh, well. All right, there we go. All right, so there's our turkey. Woo! Uh, uh, so there's our turkey, and then here are the other pieces. Now again, do with it what you want, but you're basically taking this piece and you're going to be wrapping it. It's obviously bigger. And what I would suggest, you're going to wrap it around the wine bottle, is to train the paper a little bit so that it has a curve to it. It will make putting it on the wine bottle all that much easier. And then you're going to do, it's obviously, this is way too big unless you have like some sort of, I don't know, a magnum of something. But you're going to put this together, not on these pieces here, okay? And then you're going to take this, and you notice it has these little marks here. Once you get the item on this big long piece on your wine bottle, then according to Leo, you're going to use glue, but I think I would use like double stick tape to hold that in place. And if you look at what he did, because he kind of rushed it, and he's not like that to rush, but he kind of rushed how he did this part. But I think that it could go on the sides of the wine bottle. So let's go ahead and I won't do the wrap part, but we'll just do this one. And by the way, if you're still with me, thank you. I'm talking a lot today, but let's see, I'm pretty excited. That's one thing. And the second thing is we're only doing this 3 days a week, so I feel like I have to cram stuff in since we were doing 5 days a week. And who knows, maybe we'll get back to that 5 day a week schedule. I don't know, but that would be I'm hopeful of that. And just gonna line it up. All right, there we go. And there, so you can see, again, not really short, but that looks really cute too, like just like that. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's kind of cute. Thank you. Thank you very much, Annette. All right. I hope that you have a lovely weekend. I'm so glad to be back in your life. Thank you so much for your undying appreciation and prayer. You know, just love it. Just love it. Yeah, it could go on your table, or even if you didn't have a wine glass, you could just kind of do that. Look at ha da da da, ha cha cha. He does stand perfectly like that. Yeah, really cute. Anyway, if you don't have Google Eyes, what's wrong with you if you don't have Google Eyes? I mean, everybody needs to have Google Eyes. You can also use a black dot or even a rhinestone or a little, thing. Oh, yeah, not a lot of glue. Yes, you're right, Barbara. Guest crafters for those days. So I'm still, going to treatment and stuff like that. And I have to sort of take it week by week. But, the goal is to come back and to do these things, to do these meetings, these classes. I don't know. I don't call them a class, but Anyway, all right, so that's gonna do it for me for this week today, and I hope that you enjoyed. If you are just seeing me now, I did do Monday. I did a video. It's kind of wonky though. I had a hard time with the orientation, just so that you know. And then I also did one on Wednesday. What did we do on Wednesday? We did a really cute pop-up card, and then today we did these two turkey things, and then we're going to set our sights on Christmas. And I don't want to leave out anybody, so we'll do some Hanukkah, we'll do some Christmas, and we'll do some New Year's, and maybe even a solstice project. Who knows? I love the idea of solstice. I like look forward to it. It was like, oh, thank God, the sun, the light is coming back, you know? So thank you all for tuning in. And, oh, I haven't seen Shirley. I don't know. I hope she's okay. Craft and chat. I like that, Luna. I like that. I tried doing a crafting video, but my internet is just not good. Oh, because why? Loretta, do you live outside of like the major, you move like, because I know she lives in Colorado, maybe it's the mountains. My sister has trouble with a good internet up in the White Mountains. She's north of the White Mountains, and sometimes it's hard. Like, I probably couldn't do these videos if I lived up there either. So anyway, all right, thank you everybody. We'll see you again, God willing, on Monday. Okay, take care of yourselves. It's so far from everywhere. Oh goodness, I'm sorry to hear that, but it's probably peaceful. It's probably super peaceful. Okay, the dog's saying, come on, you've talked enough, Mom. All right, see you all. Take care. Oh, hi, Louise from the UK. Yay. Oh, it's just finishing up, Louise. We're just finishing up. I'm so sorry. But hi, welcome. I know you guys, we did Thanksgiving today. So I know that in the UK, they don't celebrate Thanksgiving. And I wonder if they have anything like that, sort of a, I don't know, like, I know the Canadian folks do their own version. All right, dog, all right. But I didn't know if there's somebody in the UK that did it. You live in an internet void. Yeah. But it's amazing how much things have changed, too, over the last couple of years with, they're trying to do like I think it would be cool, like either like statewide or countrywide internet service. They started with offering like discounts to people for getting on the internet. I wonder if they're gonna sort of expand that. Anyway, all right, everybody, love you all. Thanks, Tammy. Nice to see you, Louise, Pamela, Barbara, Loretta, Gloria. Nice to see you all, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Yay!